Good morning, and I'm so sorry I'm a little bit late. I was all ready and then looked again and it was 10:02. So sorry that we're a little bit late this morning, but welcome to Gogglefrogs. I hope it is beautiful and sunny wherever in the world or the country you are. It is certainly lovely here, and there are some reports that it's going to be up to 34 degrees today. So I hope you all have the appropriate clothing to keep you warm. Sorry, to keep you cool. I hope you put some sunblock on if you're going outside, and whatever happens, I hope that you're going to be doing a little bit of knitting or crochet or sewing wherever you are in the world. So I'm Angela, lovely to see you. I think I'm on my own today, although Claire may pop in, I really don't know. But Robert's at work today, so it's me. So anyway, huge good morning. This is now officially the end of week 14, and we're now going into week 15 of Gogglefrogs. So we started at the beginning of lockdown. It is now officially episode 71, and they've even just announced, haven't they, that we may be able to travel to certain countries without doing a 14-day isolation. So it's all good. It's all really good. Our knit and natter groups may take a little longer for us to be able to set them up, unless we all go to a park or something and sit a metre from each other. Now it's gone down to a metre. So, hey, this is what our country is all about. Things change all the time, don't they? It keeps us on our toes, but we're on episode 71. So let's, without further ado, let's say a huge good morning to everybody. So we have Tracy, good morning, hello. Sally, hello. We've got Safia, good morning. And Rebecca, hello to you. And to Marion, I always do it with one hand for each of you. And to Linda, good morning. And to Judy, good morning. And to Jackie, hello, you're probably working as well. And to Georgie, hello. And to Deborah, hello. And to Brigitte, good morning. So yeah, I know that you were already there when I logged in, about 10 to. So I have been here for a little while, and I hope you've got a cup of tea. I know mine's in the branded one, but whatever it's in, it's fine. Or coffee, or whatever you want. And something that I do want to show you. Fruit from in season is just beautiful, isn't it? And yesterday I picked up the first. These are Scottish strawberries. So the Scottish strawberries are out before the English strawberries. So I don't know how that's happened, but they must have them in glass houses. But yes, I've got some strawberries there, and I've got some, look at these big boys. I've got some English blueberries. They're huge. And I don't know where the cherries are from. They'll be from somewhere. I've also got a plum, and I've got a flat peach, which will not be from this country. I know that won't be. And as I'm in Yorkshire, the classic Longley Farm. So that's my breakfast. I'll be eating it afterwards, but while the music's on, I may nibble a couple of strawberries, and it's absolutely wonderful to see you. So we'll go to the chat soon, but I know that Robert had sorted out a special, sorry, it's so loud out there. Let me just try and do that. Won't be a second. I know that Robert has put some music together for us, particularly for today, because it is so beautiful, it is sunny, and some of you may be feeling a little bit warm. So without further ado, I'll put our music on for today, and I really hope that you enjoy. Ever resist that song, I don't think. It's just one of those, even if you don't like it, it makes you smile. So absolutely love that. And I think all of us at the moment are just too hot, aren't we? But it's lovely, it's beautiful. So a lovely bit of music for us. So I hope you had a little bit of a jiggle. I'm sure that some of you others were dancing. If I hadn't had the camera on, I would have been dancing, but hey ho, I wasn't about to put that on YouTube, if you know what I mean. You never quite know where it will go. So anyway, I hope you really enjoyed that. I certainly do. And And I think we may have thunder tomorrow. So what could we have tomorrow? I don't know. We'll have a think about what we could. Thunder in the Temple Tudor had something about thunder in the enemy a mile away or something like that. But we'll have a think about things with thunder in. So right, okay. It is so hot, isn't it? I'm trying to. I'm going to have to open this again. So I apologise if there's noise. Let me know if there is noise, and I will close that again. Brigitte says morning, peas. Marion says good morning. Judy says good morning all. Sally says it's hot already. I know. I woke up at 5 to 5 this morning. And it was like this then. It is just so hot. I was listening to the radio and I just thought, wow. And somebody sent a message in to who I listened to, Steve Allen on LBC, who said that at like 4 o'clock she'd taken the dogs for a walk. And please remind me about dogs. I want to tell you about Rob, a dog that lives a couple of doors away. I'll tell you about Rob. So anyway, Sally says it's hot already. It is. Rebecca says good morning. Georgie says good morning. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Linda says morning, Angela and fellow Gogglefroggers. Yes, all the Gogglefroggers. Deborah says good morning. Tracy says, I really hope the ban is lifted as hubby has had to go back to Germany today. And I so hope he can come back for weekends soon. He gets tested every week. So do I. That must be so awful. So yes, I really hope it's testing. I think the better we get at testing and locating, really all we want to do is just confirm there's nothing wrong with this. That's what people want to do, and that's what the testing should be about. It's not just finding out who's got it, it's making sure that everybody who's moving around is okay. So I've got my fingers crossed for you as well, because that would be lovely if you could come home every weekend, which he should be able to do. Safi says, my local told you I can't get the teeth in today. My local yarn shop is starting to do them in the car park from the 4th of July. Morning all. Oh my word. Is that testing or selling? Is that testing? Oh wow, that's amazing. And so Rebecca says, heads up, I've recorded Sewing Bee as I was unable to watch it last night. No spoilers, please. We won't do any spoilers, don't worry. I'm not going to talk about Sewing Bee. Oh, that was good. That's all I will say is, you know, that series is always good. So it was fabulous. Jackie says morning, and yes, I'm working. Sally, almost expecting the sun, has got its hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. Yes, and I hope it's going to be out all day. So let's hope that. Brigitte says, not going out today. I felt shattered after my early morning walk yesterday. It absolutely takes it out of you, doesn't it? It really does, this heat. So, yeah, I will be going out later. But you have cool moves, Angela. I like it. And no gym. Just decaf tea. So that's rather good, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed it, but I can't sit still to certain songs. So yeah, that's really, thank you ever so much, but it's a bit cheesy. Like my dancing is, I'm not a great dancer, I know I'm not, but yeah, I try and I enjoy myself, and that's what dancing's all about, isn't it? But thank you. Rebecca says, Angela, you've frozen in place, but the song is great and very spot on. Yeah, very apt. So sorry, I hope it's come back, Rebecca. It's just internet freeze as it happens. Brigitte says, it must be you, as she's definitely moving. That's it. Not just the mouth for once. I'm all moving, at least I was during that. And then Sally says, that was great, feeling happy. Excuse me, my hairs get everywhere. Too long. Georgie says, that was brilliant and very appropriate. Yeah, Robert's so good at picking them, isn't he? Rebecca says, oh yes, it was her Wi-Fi, which does not seem to like the hot weather. I will sign out and back in again. It is just tech. tech stuff, isn't it? That's better. Brilliant. She's back with us. Marion says, I had my Gogglefrogs delivery yesterday and it was even too hot for Ollie to take Robert and Eeyore. The book and bag are great. Oh, I'm so glad that you've got them, Marion. Poor Ollie, though. Ollie is a black dog. And I know that we've got, do you know what? This is so weird. We've got an Ollie cat next door who's a 100% black cat. And it is just so hot for them, the poor things. Like, so we're just having to, apparently Ollie next door, the cat, was sat under Caroline, the owner's some bed, just meowing. Like, what is going on? Has a cat flap, so it could go back in the house anytime it wanted to, but I'm sure that Ollie is just beside himself. This is just too hot for them, bless him. So I'm glad you like your delivery, Marion. That's brilliant. Georgie says it's raining men by Gloria Gaynor tomorrow. I don't know. It might be. Yeah, let's see. I really hope we get some. I love thunder and lightning, so I really hope we get some great storms. Lindy says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lindy. Safia says, knit and natter. Knit and natter. Sorry, thank you very much. I was like, oh, they're doing testing. So Safia says her local yarn shop is starting knit and natters in the car park. That's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic idea. So maybe we should try and find a space in Le Buzz to do that as well. Rebecca says, Safia was talking about knit and natters. Yeah. I don't know. We have to take our own seat and drinks. That's really good though, isn't it? You got those fold up seats that you just pull out and you can put your drink in the arm. The ones that you take camping, they're really good. That sounds really good. And Brigitte says she often has to do the okie dokie, which is in, out, shake it all about, and eventually it settles down. A lot of these systems are the system that we use. Sometimes there's issues on iPads or phones, it might freeze, or Wi-Fi, but I think that's the same with everything. But hopefully everyone's there now. So I mentioned a little story. So last night we were outside, and one of the a couple of doors away, the dog called Rob, a beautiful golden, well, I don't know whether it's a retriever or a lab, I never know the difference between them, but it came running over and it bounds towards you and then just sits down right in front of you, and it wants fuss. But it had a cooling coat on, and it feels like a rubber coat, and it's a big long blue rubber coat, and it's a cooling coat, and it is cool to touch. So it's there. So bless Rob has not been for a walk for quite some time, other than if it's late at night. But yeah, he sits there and runs around in this cooling coat. So if you have anybody who's got pets that are worrying, I've never seen one before, or in trouble with this weather, there are such things as cooling coats. I'm sure they're out of stock at the moment, but have a look around, and it covers right from the back of the neck, and it goes around a little bit around the stomach as well to cool them down. So I did mention, would it be okay for Ollie the cat? And Caroline said, I don't think I'd survive if I tried to put that on the cat. So we then said maybe a nice fan would be better for the cat in the house. But yeah, there are things out there. So anyway, let's have a look. Oh, a couple of things. There's no Gogglefrogs tomorrow. It's Friday. Do you know, I never know what day it is now. So no Thunder songs. No, we probably don't have to get any, do we? Rebecca says, yes, cooling coats and also cooling mats. I improvise with my two, and they have a damp tea towel fixed to their collars when it gets this hot. Good idea. Think B&M do the cooling coats. They do cooling bandanas and towels, says Tracy. That's good. Sally says, not good for not good for dogs that chew. Probably not. I know that Rob is really he's been able to be trained, and I think that certain dogs are really quite easy to train with treats. I think that's how it's been done. But you know, even when he bounds towards you, he sits down right in front of you, so he doesn't. And then when you start playing you know, stroking him, suddenly he just tries to give you a big dog hug. He's huge, but he's very, very cute. And Marion says we have cooling rub down towels for him. Oh, good. It's so hard to help them, isn't it? And then Tracy says maybe we could meet up in a park then and take one chair and refreshments. I think so. The other thing as well, because I've got I belong to a cake club, and we have a bit of a theme, and we all meet up, and we haven't been able to meet up the last 2 events. We tried to do it online, but you can't taste everybody's cake, so what's the point? You end up eating all of your own cake. But we're hoping that our next event is in July, so we hope to be able to go to the park, because we normally have an outdoor one, and we hope that we can socially distance. So maybe we can try that. And I know it's not for everybody, because a lot of people are still you know, having to stay in or wanting to stay in, but maybe for those of us who would like to try it, we could have a go at taking a chair and try and find somewhere that's quite central to people, because normally we would collect people and take them in the car with us, etc., and we're probably not doing that at the moment. So hey ho, let's see what we can do. Right, I'm going to have a quick cup of tea, and all I can say is these are really, really lovely. These strawberries are really lovely, so I was really pleased to get them yesterday. But my absolute favourite is the blueberries. They're huge. So, as part of that, I've done that much so far on my cardigan. This was a cardigan. And I know that you saw it quite some time ago, but it's linen drape. You're not going to be able to see this very well. That's the cardigan. And this is the pattern. So it's a Stylecraft linen drape. And I have to say, the linen drape is absolutely amazing. I love the feel and the drape of it. The cottons that I had, and I had quite a lot of Debbie Bliss, I started to knit it, but I found it had too much hold and structure, and it's about getting the right wool, isn't it? So in the end, I just thought, do you know what? I started knitting it with a cotton. I don't like it because it doesn't have the same drape, because what it does when you knit a big oblong, but it pulls and shapes around your body shape while it's on, so it will just get a little bit longer because of the weight in it. It's actually really weighty, and it's a lovely stitch. What are they? I'll tell you, because you'll probably know. I always have to check it out, but it's half treble 2 togethers, so it's you wrap around, so yeah, so you get 3 yarns on your hook with the first half treble, and then you do it again, so you've got 5 loops on your hook, and then you pull it all through, and it makes this lovely effect. So that's it. It's a really, really simple pattern. I don't know why I have all of these pages when the back is just an oblong. So we'll see. But all you do is you work it for X number of inches, then do the shoulders, then do the left front. So there's a lot of pattern, and there seems to be very little to do. So we will keep going with that one, but it's a lovely pattern that I've been wanting to do, and I know I started it weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Then I decided to do the workday scarf because I needed something easy, and I don't find crochet, because it's not my natural go-to. I really have to look at crochet. So for this, it's not the easiest. And my other project as well, I've ripped all of that back because I didn't like what I was doing with that. Oops. So I didn't like what I was doing with that. So hey ho, we're on to this now. And I will work through this, and then later tonight, hopefully if I'm back in time, or tomorrow, I need a couple of hours to test the pattern, the secret pattern that I'm doing for a certain person. And it's like with anything, you will pick things, you will see a pattern, you want to modify it slightly, and it's just not working. So if that's the case, I put it down, leave it for a few days or a couple of weeks or so. It's probably, actually, it's more than a couple of weeks, isn't it? It's nearly a month that I've left that. Although I have picked it up a couple of times, I'm still not happy with it. But eventually I will get the colours to work as I want them to work. And let's face it, if you're doing anything, you don't want to get even part way through and think, I really don't like that. It's best to frog it all. And I've been frogging those squares like crazy. But I think I'm going to go, because we have got our local yarn shop up here is now open, and they are practically 100% Stylecraft, so they've got everything in there. They've got lots and lots and lots. So I want to go and get some more, some different colours, and I want some little glittery beads and things like that. So yeah, I think I may have a look there today or possibly tomorrow, one of the two, and we'll sort that out. So yeah, so I hope that you're on a nice project at the moment. But it's really weird. I think you all saw this yesterday, but that is the workday scarf. It's a lot longer than I expected. And actually, I really like it. The fact that I can wrap it and I can put that around. So I will, you can see it is really, really long. Hang on a minute. I need to pull that side. There we go. So I really like the way how that, because it's got real texture, hasn't it? So when you're on camera, everything is back to front. So when you think you're going that way, you're going the opposite way. So I love the texture. It was done on 3 mils. This is sock yarn. And I love the fact that that holds so much. So as it gets slightly cooler, that's going to give real impact. And it's given me ideas for how I want to do like scarves in the future, and that still goes quite a long way. So you can see I really love this. So I will eventually work out how wide it was, but I will let you know in inches. I'll just measure a wide point. So that was, how many is it? That's about 31 centimeters wide, deep, long, that way, 30 odd centimeters, and that's how you get it with so much more texture, I think. And the fact that it just wraps around, I love. So I think you can have a really simple jumper on and put that on and it'll look fantastic. And I probably will do them in other colours, and after I've tried that on a couple of times, I think just for me, I prefer it being a little bit longer, but I'm not going to do another one yet. And you need nearly twice as much yarn as you think for that one. So I think I did 2 skeins, and I've got a little bit of a hand roll ball about that big. So yeah. So let's have a quick look. Good morning, David. Lovely to see you again. I hope you're enjoying sunny Leeds, because it's fabulous. So Sally said, oh, let's go back. Brigitte says that pattern must eat a lot of yarn. Which one? This one. This one does eat a lot of yarn, but that one did as well. So there's two nice skeins in that of the wool where it says knitting can be addictive, which of course it is, isn't it? And then Safia says, it's lovely, Angela, worth all the frogging. Thank you ever so much. It was, and you know when sometimes you just go with something, and so I think the finished product for me is right, because if it was shorter, I just love the way how it drapes around the neck, and that's going to be lovely in winter. And it's made me think as well, when we're in winter, why do we always try and do a thick or a chunky scarf? actually I think they're more effective, so I think I might do a few of them in different colours. I think a lovely green would be beautiful, wouldn't it? That's given me an idea. So thank you. Rebecca says the colour is amazing, great work. Thank you ever so much, Rebecca. Courtesy of whoever designed that, like colour work, but it was beautiful sock yarn. I didn't know what to do with it and tried it with that, and I'm really pleased with it. It will go with so many things. Hooray! Rebecca just finished another square for the cow blanket. Well done, you. And well done for continuing and going on with that. That's brilliant. As I said, a good morning to David, who's just said hello. Brigitte says the cardie. Yes, it is 10 balls. Well, I ordered 10 balls, but I don't actually know whether I need 10 balls. Did I order 10 balls? I have no idea. Oh no, it's 9 balls. But I always think sometimes you just need an extra ball, and if not, I can use it up for something else. But yeah, it is eating yarn. So, but it will be lovely. And the thing with Stylecraft is, you know, if you're talking about Noro, it's just so blinking expensive. I love the colours in it, I really do, but it's so expensive. And this linen drape, I'm sure that the cardigan came to about £30. And I do think that will be amazing. Sorry, something just flew in and now flew back out. Whereas if I go and buy something for Noro, it's just like 35 quid for a ball, and you need 3 of those for a top. It's like 100 quid, and it doesn't even have sleeves in it or arms in it. So yeah, different walls. But I really, really like this. And in the past, you know, I haven't been a great fan of Stylecraft. I just haven't, you know, I've bought some and never used it. But I really, really like this one. And I think it has great stitch definition as well in Stylecraft, which is great, which is why it's so widely used for crocheting. But because I don't crochet that much, that's why I think I'm about a bit late in coming to the party with the love of all things Stylecraft. Although I still don't find crochet that easy. Well, it's not that it's easy, I just find the flow of needles so much easier. And with this, I pick it up and put it back down so often that then when I go through, again, some of my stitches are just a little bit tight on the row below, so it makes it difficult to take off. Oh, do you know what? I think I need to save this for when I'm not with you guys. So it's just you have to go in that side and go in that side, and what I find is that side's always got a nice big hole, and that side it just tends to fray a little bit. But hey ho, cup of tea time. So have you got anything? Lindy says we'll catch up with the rest of the session later. Need to go and do some work things. Oh, lovely to see you, Lindy. And a huge thank you in advance, because I know Lindy says that she's going to have a look at there was something that I did write down on my other pattern. Oh, was it this one? Yes, it was cut and sew technique, wasn't it? That she was going to have a look at. So I'm sure that by the time Sheringham arrives, I'll be able to take a cardigan and see if I can cut and sew it, because that is apparently a technique. So let's have a look. I may be able to, who knows? But yeah, I would like to finish this because I think this colour is going to look amazing with jeans. I wear a lot of black, honestly, all of the time. Hey ho, black dress with a bit of colour on it. But yeah, I wear black leggings, black tops all the time. I love black. And I just think that this will look lovely and just brighten it up without it being really, really bright colours. I mean, I enjoy bright colours as well, but I could live in black leggings and a black top for the rest of my life and never worry about it, and then just add something like this as a splash of colour. But I do think a beautiful green would be great, and I have got some wool at home. I've got 4 little balls of, is it Chopin or Chopin? I don't know, CHOP something or other, and it's an Adriaphil, and it's beautiful jade green, and I believe it's 4-ply, and I've got 4-ply navy blue, and I was going to use it for a cardigan, a cat cardigan, but I haven't gone through and worked out all of the lengths yet. I'm going to do that later, so I'm not starting that now. But if I want to do any more knitting while I'm up here, I'm going to have to go and buy some needles, some knitting needles, because I only have my 3mm, and all the wool I've got requires something a little bit bigger than a 3mm. So hey ho, I have to go to that yarn shop. You know what happens if you go to a yarn shop? You can't just go into a yarn shop and buy a pair of needles, can you? So I might take my mum with me later, before we go to the hospital, and we'll probably have a little look inside, because my mum always says to me, oh, just get it, don't just buy it. So she's really good. She's really good at encouraging me to buy whatever. So yeah, so I might do that. I don't need any more wool at all, but there might be some nice stuff, but I would like some needles, and I might even start. I've even got some Toft with me for a nice scarf, but if I can get into this, it'd just be nice if I can knit something while I do Gogglefrogs, because it's so much easier for me to knit rather than crochet, and I don't like looking down all the time, because I feel as if I'm not looking at you. But the whole reason for Gogglefrogs is so that we knit together or crochet together. So do let me know what you're working on, won't you? Oh, I love that, Brigitte. She says, what happens in the yarn shop stays in the yarn shop. I absolutely love that, and gets smuggled into a bag somewhere. So yeah, we may do that. So without further ado, shall we have a look and see what's gone into Facebook? I just need to log on to Facebook. I haven't even done a row yet. So let me log in. There we go. And we'll see what's gone in there. I haven't had a chance to look today, because I have to say I had a bit of a lie-in this morning. I think Robert thought I might have a bit of a thick head this morning, but I didn't at all. I think that the skill is 2 gins, 3 gins plus. My head's clear as anything, so we're fine. So anyway, I'm going to share my screen now, and I will make sure that I share my screen with you, because last time I forgot, didn't I? Or rather, I didn't complete it properly. And it will actually tell me. There we go. So let's go on to Gogglefrogs. So Georgie has shared this, which I think is beautiful. Anyone finish? Oh, in Earth Unique, we found this stunning free pattern made in Unique. No details on the shade, sorry. It's called Close to You by, I don't know. But that is lovely, isn't it? Do you know what? This has got a look of, I think they've copied David's work, because yours is all those different colours, isn't it? Which is absolutely beautiful. So I love that, and I think I may have to have a look at that later. Oh, look at that. So it's a lovely cross stitch pattern. We'll just show you our lovely little cardie. That's nice. I like that. Holy jumper. And that is, oh, that is the bag. I was just double checking. Oh, and lots of lovely wool, blues and greys, and that's beautiful colours. So anyway, thank you ever so much for sharing that, Georgie. I love that. So maybe that is still free, I'm not too sure. Oh, did we have these yesterday? Don't know if we haven't had anything posted since yesterday. quick look. Yeah, Louise, we did look at Louise's Hitchhiker, didn't we? Which is beautiful. There's David's. I think we've all been busy, haven't we? Actually, we only had Gogglefrogs last night, so I'm not surprised that we haven't got anything in here. So never mind. And I haven't started anything new. Yeah, but that is beautiful. So thank you so much, Georgie. In fact, do you know what? Oh, let's have a look at the shades. Let's have a look at the shades on this, because I love having a look at these. So Earth Unique. So they are, there's some lovely colours on here. We'll have a look and see what type of wool it is in a minute. But there are some real colours coming through. Oh, I love that one. That's like a meadow, isn't it? Let's have a look. So this is, its brand name is Earth. The yarn name is Unique. It's 4-ply. The ball weight is 100 grams with 400 meters. Needle size 2.25 to 3.25. It's an extra fine merino. Each skein is a work of art, truly unique, self-striving, hand-dyed merino collection of vibrant colours. That's really quite nice. I quite like that. I really do like that. And let's have a look at the pattern. So this is Close to You. About the size of mine. So that's nice. Let's have a look at, let's see if there's one that shows the detail on the side. This one will. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? And some of those are beautiful as well. So I don't know what she's used. So let's see if she recommends something. Yarn, Bouncy Merino by Martin's Lab. It's a high twist merino, but you know you can use anything that you want to. And that's done on 4mm. So again, you just adjust your needles to the type of yarn you're doing. But I really like that. So I hope you enjoyed that. But I do love the vibrancy. They're very bold colours, but they're not bright, are they? So I'm loving that. And I'll have to have a look at Earth Unique. Actually, at the bottom of here, for this Earth Unique, it did say, oh no, it's just, I thought it was going to suggest yarns. Here we go. Yeah, that's lovely in the oranges as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I think for me, I really do like that shawl, so whatever I'm doing will probably end up longer and in the pattern in future, which is quite nice. But that's just me personally, and I know some people, I think it's about your shape as well. So I think some people shorten things, and for me, I quite like them quite long, flowy, but I just love that one that I just did. Even though it was 4mm, 3mm, which I know we keep saying, but I've never done anything on 3mm before. But we all get, we all try, don't we, something new, and often it really, really works out. So yeah, I'll do a couple more stitches on this and see if I can get into a bit of a flow. Don't you? The one thing about crochet, when I try and pull the stitches through, sometimes I line my hook up properly, and sometimes I don't, and it's about just getting it right so it all pulls through perfectly. And I think with any cotton it can tend to separate, so some people don't crochet with cotton, but I just love this like linen drape, and it is a linen. But yeah, do you know what I've realised as well? I've still only got one Christmas present completed, so I probably need to start thinking about Christmas presents. My mum's cashmere wasn't a shawl, was it? No, it was like a beautiful scarf, a light blue scarf. That was finished. But I need to start thinking about stuff for other people. But I'll probably do that when I get back home. When that will be, oh, I can tell you when that's going to be. I had that phone call that we've all been waiting for. My hairdresser rang me yesterday. Yeah. So I'm booked in for Monday the 6th in the afternoon. So I have to be down home for that appointment. So I'll see how it goes. And I know my mum's appointment up here is the following day. So I may have to rejiggle Gogglefrogs, but who knows. But I have got my hair appointment. And I can't believe that they're opening up on the 4th, and I've got Monday the 6th in the afternoon. So that was such an amazing appointment to get. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, these yeah, I really am brown. I'm still brown, and eventually that will be going, so I'll be all back to my normal color. So I'm getting really excited, and I don't know if anyone else has got their hair appointment yet, but it's really it's really exciting to go back to being normal. Right, so let's go back to the chat. So Georgie says, I love crocheting with cotton. It gives a very defined look, and colours are gorgeous. Yeah, they are really lovely. Linda says it's very similar to the workday scarf, only more yarn overs, and it's wider, I think. Very nice though. Yeah, I know that we've talked about Hitchhiker a lot, haven't we? So I'm going to have to try that. Brigitte says, Angela, you don't have to pull the hook through in one go. I usually do 2 loops at a time to not split the yarn. Thank you, Brigitte. Thank you for helping me. Again, right, I will try that in future and see how that goes. So that's brilliant. Look, this is what we do. We help each other, don't we? And it's because I'm not, I don't naturally do crochet. So and this is my first ever crochet cardigan as well. Marion says, I've got some yarn coming today. We'll show you Saturday. Oh, thank you. Can't wait to see what it is. I get very excited about this. I think I posted something about my pink cardi. Oh, sorry. Let me go back to that. The pattern is on Ravelry. I think it's permanently free. Deborah says, I asked about the pattern. That was it. Earthanique is a clever phonetic of proper words to confuse the non-English speakers. Is it? You must explain that. Judy Frith, reminder, it's the virtual Woolfest this weekend. I think it starts today. Thank you. Deborah says, yes, Judy, virtual Woolfest starts at 2 p.m. today. And would it unique be pronounced unique? Oh, Earth unique. Oh, see, I take things really quite literally. But Deborah, it was Deborah, wasn't it, that you have put something on about your pink cardi? Was that right? Right, okay. Let me go back. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to miss that out. Right. Right, let me go back to your scarf. Let me just try again. Why can't I see this? This was it, wasn't it? We actually showed this as well last night. It was beautiful. Yes, because you wanted a backpack, but never mind. We'll have a look and see what we can do. But that is absolutely stunning. We absolutely love that. It's so pretty. Everyone loves it. And I just love the detail on that. Incredible. Well done. So we absolutely love that. Thank you very much. Yeah, so amazing. What wool was that? I know you said it was like pink summer cardi. Yeah, just the sewn up, which I hate. A lot of people hate that. I actually enjoy sewing up, but I have to get up and allocate the whole day to it just in case it goes wrong. So I start early in the morning and hope that I'll have it finished by lunchtime. So that's what I always think. But it's beautiful. So please let us know which yarn you've used for that, because that is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. So thank you very much. Oh, got a few more messages now. Let me go back to the chat and see what's happening there. So it's called, we were talking about Earth Unique, and I'll get that. Deborah says, don't know when it was though, I lose track. Don't worry, Angela, may have been when I couldn't come, so sorry, didn't realise. No, we love featuring things twice. Don't ever apologise. It's lovely to see it. A really pretty cardigan, which it is. We'll post it. Deborah says she'll post a pic of wool and pattern which someone asked for. Brilliant. It's a lovely pink. It looks really subtle and lovely. So yeah, beautiful. And it's nice to know what yarns people knit with. And that's something else that we were saying. We're going to do some, we need to sort these out, but so that we can share what we use, where we buy things from, where we source things from. So we were thinking that we're going to start doing that soon as well. So now we've got the merchandise out of the way, that's done. There is something that we need to sort out for next month as well. But we're going to start comparing, because I know some of you have posted, oh, the cubics are on sale here, etc. But just so that we know what people are using, because I know I didn't try carbons for quite some time, but when I tried them, I loved them. I also was very lucky to be given as a gift some of the cubics, and I do love them as well. I love my zings, but I do find with some of the what I call slippy fabric that slips off the zings, it's better to use the old-fashioned aero needles. So we're going to do that so that we can talk about different wools, different where we source things from, and that should be quite good fun for us. So yeah, we'll do that. And I'm so glad, Brigitte, that you've told me how to do this. So what you're saying is I go through a couple. I've done all of this, sometimes doing the same stitch 3 or 4 times to just pull it through properly. Oops, now I've forgotten to go over. So let's have a go. Live. So, and the next one, can you see what I mean? It's just, perfect. Much easier than trying to do all 5 at once. So thank you for that. Totally logical and practical suggestion that I haven't done yet. So I will continue and try and complete a row today for my cardigan, and I have no idea when this will finish, but I think I may do a little bit of a tripet to the wool shop either today or tomorrow, because I might need some needles just to have a go at that lovely yarn that I bought from Toft. And if you haven't been to Toft, it's a nice experience. It's not cheap wool, but it's nice to go there. I don't do the little animals or anything. I know Georgie loves them. I know Robert's bought quite a lot from there as well. But I bought the stuff for scarves, etc. So, and I picked up some wool for a scarf, and I said that's 70 odd quid on a plain scarf. So I put it down and I bought something else. Then afterwards I thought, how much do I normally spend on like Noro stuff? So never mind. I bought something that I thought was much more cost effective, and it's beautiful. So I might even start that scarf soon as well. So Safi, do you know what? I've now got Safi's approval. She says she really thinks that I should go to the wool shop. So I'm going to do that. I just want to make sure that we've got enough time to get to the hospital to see my dad today. So we go there. Do you know, I forgot to book in again yesterday for today. You have to book 24 hours in advance. So I must ring them. They'll let me go as long as there aren't too many families. So we'll go down there today, 3 to 4, and tomorrow as well, and go and see him. So anyway, we're almost, that's it. We're on 59. So I do hope you've got some brilliant projects on the go, and I hope to see some of them on Saturday. So we will be back for Gogglefrogs on Saturday. Robert will be with us as well. So it's been lovely spending an hour with you. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the music because I thought it was great. Lovely to see you, and hope to see you on Saturday. Happy knitting, crocheting, and whatever you do. We love every single one of you Gogglefroggers. Thank you. Bye.